Beckham to the Browns. The football world now focuses on Cleveland, as the most dynamic wide receiver in the game will play for our team. Jimmy Donovan, the voice of the Browns, has full analysis and will have reaction from players and you, the fans. Plus, wait until you see the new Super Bowl odds. Also, cheating scandal. Dozens arrested, including celebrities, accused of using bribes to get their children into prestigious colleges. Tonight, local students talk about the pressure of the admission process and protecting your identity. We verify if you're required to give doctors your social security number. Good evening, and thanks for watching Channel 3 News at 11.
Big news from the Browns tonight. Odell Beckham Jr. is coming to Cleveland. Jimmy?
It's an amazing night, I have to tell you. It's a night to remember, and we'll be remembering this one for a long, long time. Last year, I would say this. At the end of the season, when the Browns had won 7 games, the feeling around the NFL that the Browns were cute, kind of fuzzy. Good for them. They won 7 games. Tonight, that all changes. The Browns have become, at least on paper, they are a powerhouse football team getting ready for next season. And with a thumbs up from ownership, the Haslams told GM John Dorsey, go for it. Go for it all and do it right now. And that's what he did tonight, pulling off a trade that has blown the lid off of the NFL offseason. John Dorsey and the Cleveland Browns have sent the message out to the rest of the NFL. We're ready to win. We're ready to win right now. A bigger than blockbuster trade. The Browns have acquired the dynamic wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. from the New York Giants, as great a receiver as there is in the game today. And in 1 year, Dorsey has constructed a powerhouse offense that has the potential to score with anybody, and I mean anybody, in the NFL. And the price to get Odell Beckham Jr. wasn't as painful as first thought. The Browns give up their first-round pick this year, and the second of their 2 third-round picks this year, and safety Jabril Peppers. But to land a player with the talent of Odell Beckham Jr. is mind-boggling. OBJ, as he's called, joins friendly faces here with the Browns. Jarvis Landry was a teammate with him at LSU. His wide receiver coach when he was with the Giants, Adam Henry, now is the wide receiver coach in Cleveland. And there's Baker Mayfield. None of this happens without the Browns realizing Mayfield is ready to be great, ready to win immediately. So give him the weapons, and tonight they did. Check out this offense. Mayfield, Nick Chubb, Jarvis Landry, Antonio Callaway, David Njoku, and oh yeah, Kareem Hunt waiting in the wings. Never have the Browns put so much talent and firepower on the field offensively at once. Odell Beckham Jr. is a Brown. Now, can you stand to wait until September for next season to kick off? I can't. I cannot wait. I am counting the days, and I went outside the station tonight, and people were saying the same thing. I cannot wait to see them on the field. I have never seen the Browns constructed the way they are constructed right now. That's how powerful they look.
And as you were saying, reaction around the league tonight has been incredible.
Yeah, and again, I can't stress enough, this doesn't happen if you have Deshaun Kaiser as your quarterback or Tyrod Taylor as a quarterback. Once you have a franchise quarterback, everybody in the league notices that, and the talent comes to you.
So every Sunday, we're going to hear all this in your voice, I'm sure, next season.
If I have a voice left.
All right.
I'll give it everything I have.
We will see you later in sports. Thank you, Jimmy.
Sure.
Our team coverage continues tonight with Lena Lai, who is live outside First Energy Stadium. Lena, anybody that's been on social media tonight knows Browns fans are extremely excited about this deal.
Oh my God, are they ecstatic? You know, Sarah, this place not too long ago was nicknamed the Factory of Sadness. Well, tonight there's a whole lot of happiness going around Brownstown.
7th closest guesses are scoring a point. Good luck.
Trivia night at Noble Beast Brewing Company came with a big Browns announcement.
Your newest Brown is Odell Beckham Jr.
And I'm like, finally,
Yes. Browns fans could barely contain their excitement over reports that Giants wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. has been traded to the Cleveland Browns.
Odell Beckham with Jarvis Landry, Antonio Callaway, and Nick Chubb with Baker Mayfield on a rookie contract for the next 4 more years. Like, can there be a better offense in the league?
And players on social media like Myles Garrett stunned. Baker Mayfield with a pic of the new power trio on Instagram with the lips sealed emoji. After all, it's not official yet. Meanwhile, Jarvis Landry sending love to his best friend, already picturing him in a Browns uniform. While most fans were dancing, some on our WKYC Facebook page thought a first and third round picks plus Jabril Peppers was too high of a price.
Kind of understand the hesitation, but I think we're in a good position.
But perhaps no one said it better than former Brown, now #1 fan, Joe Thomas.
They better have the firefighters on standby because that city is about to burn down. That is a Browns town, and they can feel it and they can taste it right now.
So maybe second to Joe Thomas's comment, receiver Rashard Higgins on Twitter tonight posting, yep, Browns to the Super Bowl. So Odell Beckham Jr. to the Browns. And Sarah, I just have to say, as an LSU alum, I got to let out a go Tigers.
All right, Lena.
Go
tonight,
Browns!
Yes, exactly. That's the one we like to hear. Thanks so much. Well, with this trade, you heard it there, Super Bowl, there's even more talk about it for the Browns, and their odds just went up. ESPN tweeted that the odds of the Browns winning the Super Bowl with Beckham is now 14-1. That's up from 25-1 at the beginning of the day.
How about that? We have more details on the trade and fan reaction on our website, WKYC.com.
Well, now to another story making national headlines tonight. Outrage over a massive scheme to fast-track kids into the nation's top universities.
Celebrities, CEOs, and coaches all charged, accused of helping kids cheat. As Andrew Horansky explains, all making it harder for kids here at home.
They're some of the most elite schools in the country. Yale, Stanford, UCLA, 8 in all who unwittingly let in students with inflated test scores or phony athletic records, paid for by their parents.
We're talking about deception and fraud. Fake test scores, fake athletic credentials, fake photographs, bribed college officials.
All at the direction of 58-year-old William Singer, who ran a college prep business in California and who pleaded guilty today, admitting parents paid him $25 million, including Full House actress Lori Loughlin, Desperate Housewives star Felicity Huffman, top CEOs and lawyers, some paying as much as $6.5 million for guaranteed admission, then disguising it as contributions to a charity Singer ran so they could deduct the payments on their income taxes.
You're making it more difficult for them in the long run.
Some parents say disappointment could have helped those kids more.
Good sense that mommy and daddy can take care of things for you when you can't do things on your own. The disappointment's there, but in the long run, they are where they need to be.
While some students say it takes away the appeal of those schools.
You thought it was this great opportunity, like, oh, I'm so excited to go to Wake Forest, like they have a great reputation, and honestly, it would just bring their whole rep down to me. Basically, just cheat your way through life and you'll get rewarded. That's basically the only message there is in that.
Tonight, Singer could face 65 years in jail, while prosecutors say more charges are likely. So far, no students have been charged.
Now, Drew, your alma mater is on this list, Georgetown. Did colleges know anything about this?
No, apparently not. These appear to be deals brokered with coaches who then use their power to recommend students. At Georgetown, for example, one family allegedly paid $400,000 to help their kids get in as a tennis recruit. At least a dozen students may have been accepted there that way over the years. None of them played competitively, and in case you're wondering, I did not go in trying to be a tennis recruit, so I've been spared.
Maybe that explains it. All right. Very interesting case. Thanks, Drew.
Yeah.
Bay Village is the latest city to make texting while driving a primary offense. Police can now pull you over if they see you texting behind the wheel. Previously, drivers could not be pulled over just for texting. They had to be committing at least one other offense. If you are pulled over, you could be charged with a misdemeanor.
Well, tomorrow morning, at WKYC.com Digital First, we're taking you live into the operating room so you can witness a surgery start to finish. Dr. Gloria Roman is the patient, and she has given us permission to witness her transformation. She's getting a neck lift and a lower facelift done by Westlake plastic surgeon Dr. Michael Watnowski. Now, the surgery is expected to start sometime around 7:30 a.m. You can watch it live on WKYC.com or on our WKYC YouTube channel.
So that maybe they can understand a little bit more. If there's any scary thoughts, it can answer those questions, and I think it's good that they see it from the very beginning until the very end.
Dr. Watnowski will also be answering viewer questions when it's appropriate. Our senior health correspondent, Monica Robbins, will be there in the OR to get the answers. Now, she's pinned stories to the top of her social media pages. You can send her questions on Twitter at Monica Robbins or post them on her Facebook page.
Tonight, does your doctor really need your social security number? We verify it.
And prank gone wrong, how the joke ended up being on Indians second baseman Jason Kipnis.
And the great Michael Estime in for Betsy tonight. Hey, Michael.
Russ, not only did our chances of making it to the Super Bowl just skyrocket, but also our chances for seeing 70 degrees here in Northeast Ohio also skyrocketing. We'll talk about when and where, and our chances for storms. That and more right after this.
Channel 3 News at 11 is brought to you by Window Nation. Online at windownation.com.
Welcome back. Once someone gets a hold of your social security number, they can do just about anything with your personal information. 158 million social security numbers were exposed in 2017 because of data breaches.
So when do you have to give out your number? Do doctors really need it? Jason Puckett with our Verified team finds out.
What's the first thing you do when you get to a hospital? Paperwork. Lots of it. And amongst the questions about medical issues and insurance info, a lot of places are now adding a box asking for your social security number. That's why viewer Kirk sent us this question. Is it required I give my social security number to doctors and hospitals? In 2017, there were nearly 900 data breaches involving social security numbers, and the Identity Theft Resource Center estimates that meant more than 158 million social security numbers were exposed. Meaning, great question, Kirk. Let's verify. Do we have to give doctors or hospitals our social security number? Our sources here, the Social Security Administration and the American Medical Association. Let's start with this lengthy chart. It's a list of all the laws and requirements about when you have to use your social security number. For instance, in 1970, all banks were required to obtain customers' social security numbers. But there's nothing on the list that mentions hospitals, urgent care facilities, or anything related to medicine. Turns out only a few groups have legal rights to your social security number. Your employer, banks and lenders, investment funds, the IRS among them, but not hospitals or doctors. In fact, the American Medical Association states on their website that their official policy is to discourage the use of social security numbers except when required by law. So claims you're legally required to give your social security number to docs or hospitals, false. Two notes though. One, Medicare patients may legally have to supply that number to use the program. And two, it's totally legal for a business to ask for your social security number and even turn you away if you don't give it. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
Well, it looks like the Indians are having fun out at spring training in Arizona. Check out this attempted prank on a member of the tribe.
All right, second baseman Jason Kipnis posted this on Instagram. The goal was to get outfielder Tyler Naquin to hold a cup of water against the ceiling with that broom. You see it there? Then, when Naquin would move, the theory was the water would spill in it. Naquin turned the tables and instead caught the cup in midair. They don't have much faith in Tyler, I believe. They thought the cup of water was going to fall.
He's got quick hands, right?
And it's like, okay, all right.
They did a good job.
He did. Don't quite understand what they were going for there.
Some kind of team-building exercise, I think that's what we
maybe
call
a
that.
trust fall almost,
there
but only with water.
Right.
Michael estimates too smart to fall for that. We tried it with him, but it didn't work.
No, it would absolutely spill all over me. That would certainly happen to someone like myself. But talking about like water being dumped on your head, I think that by the time we see tomorrow afternoon, we could actually be talking about a couple of raindrops on our head.
Yeah.
So umbrellas.
But warm?
Oh yeah. Oh Sarah, I can't wait. I cannot wait for this. Well, let me jump in and run to the good stuff real quick. So we're going to start off chilly tomorrow morning in the 20s. The hats, scarves, gloves, whole 9 yards, you'll need that. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we start that warming process. Temperatures back in the 50s, but again, it'll come with a couple of isolated showers. Certainly a lot more cloud cover. Again, we'll start off with partly cloudy skies becoming mostly cloudy through the afternoon. Again, a few hit and miss showers in the forecast. If you're a third shift worker heading out the door, temperatures in the 20s and 30s right now, and we're dry. That's the good news. And you know what? That's the way we'll stay throughout the late evening and overnight hours, compliments of this area of high pressure. But watch what happens tomorrow. There's a little trough line, and this little trough line, as it moves on in, it may kind of stir up a little bit of cloud cover and more activity in terms of rain. So through parts of the afternoon, a couple of hit and miss showers possible, not terribly likely. So if you do have any outdoor plans tomorrow, I wouldn't yet go canceling all your plans, but certainly knowing that that rain chance is there is just a good idea to kind of tuck away in the back of your mind. And then by Thursday, this is when the big show gets here. What we're talking about is a developing area of low pressure. This is going to make big weather headlines throughout the work week this week. Further toward the south, along that cold front, we're talking about strong, perhaps even severe storms in parts of the south, where, of course, you've heard about those tornadoes that literally killed 23 people. That was not too long ago. And then the northern end of this, we're seeing snow showers. I think that we'll see, though, rain. That moves in on Thursday, but also moving in right behind that warm front. Much more mild temperatures, as we've been advertising all week long. Temperatures in the 60s, near 70 degrees. Timeline looks like this. We'll pick things up at midnight, take you through early tomorrow morning. We'll call it partly cloudy to start, becoming much more cloudy through the afternoon. And as we were mentioning, just a couple of little hit and miss showers in the mix. But look at those temperatures, though, easily making it into the mid-50s for highs. We should only be in the mid-40s for this time of the year, so we'll be nearly 10 degrees above normal by that point. And then those scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms begin to move in on Thursday. I think that'll happen early Thursday morning and then through the day, although our future view not quite picking that up just yet. But what I want to feature and show you are these temperatures. Look at this. By Thursday afternoon, we're talking about temperatures nearly 20 to 25 degrees above normal. Yes, that is near 70 in Elyria, and I wouldn't be too surprised if a few of you actually saw that. Thursday, despite a couple of the rain chances, again, looking fairly decent. And then Friday and then into the weekend, we're back to normal for St. Patrick's Day. Of course, we have a big parade taking place. Temperatures in the 30s, you'll want to bundle up. And then as we extend things out to your 10-day forecast, you can see again, we're in the 40s from Monday into next week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Russ and Sarah, I look at that and I think to myself, listen, that is spring knocking on our back door, ready to come on in. So 40s, we're not seeing 30s. Sign me all the way up for that.
Totally, and you're right. Come on in, spring. You got it. Thank you, Michael. Tonight, we have 3 things you need to watch out for tomorrow. Also, as we told you, a blockbuster night for the Browns.
Jimmy has everything you need to know regarding superstar Odell Beckham Jr. coming to Cleveland, including reaction from New York.
The Sports Report is brought to you by the people-pleasing people at Sarah Auto Park in Akron.
Hi again, everybody. When the Browns got Baker Mayfield and then saw him play last year and then reflected back on it, they probably said to themselves, okay, he's going to be great, but does he have enough around him? Well, tonight they got him a big-time weapon. Odell Beckham Jr., the great wide receiver of the New York Giants, no more. He's now a member of the Cleveland Browns in a huge trade that the Browns pull off with the Giants. Here's Mary Kay Cabot, Cleveland.com Browns beat writer.
Oh, they are all in. There's no question about it. You can't be more all in than going out and signing Kareem Hunt and then now trading for Odell Beckham Jr. There are still more moves to be had. John Dorsey is going for it as much as anybody ever has.
Here's the breakdown on the trade. On paper, it goes this way. We get OBJ. They get our first pick in the first round, 17th overall in this upcoming draft. And then the Browns had 2 third-round picks. The Giants get the second of those 2 third-round picks, and they get safety Jabril Peppers. Reaction tonight from New York.
You pair Odell Beckham Jr. off to a Browns team that's got a dynamic quarterback in Mayfield, got his best friend and fellow wide receiver in Landry, stud running backs, great offensive line, and a great young tight end. I mean, this is a deal where you have Odell Beckham Jr., if he is healthy, he's stepping into a situation out there in Cleveland where his numbers with the Giants at times were ridiculous. I mean, they could be off the charts in 2019.
And he is healthy. Jabril Peppers is on his way back home. Peppers last 2 years with the Browns, but he's a Jersey kid, okay? I thought he played very well at the end of the year last year. I thought single-handedly he won them that Saturday night game in Denver. Good luck to Peppers. Now that Browns offense, wow, when the Browns used to just play for field goals, no longer. It all starts with the franchise quarterback, and so Baker Mayfield becomes the key guy. As a matter of fact, he had lunch with Odell Beckham Jr. during the offseason and probably said, look what we have, and you're going to love if you come to Cleveland running underneath my passes. So he's a key part of this thing working. As for Odell Beckham Jr., he's got his college teammate with him. Imagine. It was Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry and Lena Lai, I understand, all at LSU, okay? And so now they're reunited again. Now, things change quickly in the NFL. Remember earlier tonight I told you the Browns came to an agreement on a one-year deal with wide receiver Brashard Perriman. But when they made the trade for Odell Beckham Jr., they allowed Perriman to walk away from the deal, and he's going to Tampa to play for the Buccaneers. Good luck to him. Waiting in the wings is the tiny little running back from Willoughby South High School, Kareem Hunt. Still waiting on the NFL to reinstate him and then suspend him for a number of games and then to come into the Browns backfield. Wow, what a lot of punch. The Browns also did business today, and very good business on the other side of the ball. Sheldon Richardson, a big denying defensive tackle last year with the Vikings and great years with the Jets, gets a 3-year, $36 million contract from the Browns today. And they are in the hunt for All-Pro safety Earl Thomas. They have a 3-year deal reportedly on the table and feel good about the offer they've made to Thomas. With Peppers gone, they would need another safety. Cavs in Philadelphia tonight played their hearts out again. Here's what happened at the end, though. Larry Drew watched the Cavs down by 1, and Joel Embiid, off a miss, gets his own rebound and dunks like I do on my tiny Toys for Tots basket down in my basement, and they win. Final score 106-99. What a night.
Yes, you are quite giddy tonight, Mr. Donovan. Look at you.
Only water. Only water, folks.
Just like Joe Thomas said, the city's on fire a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
It really is. Good for them.
Yep, thank you.
All right.
We'll be right back. Here are 3 things to watch for tomorrow. It is Good Samaritan Day. The goal is to urge people to do unselfish actions to help those in need and to celebrate kindness.
And once again, the MAC tournament comes to Cleveland. The women's quarterfinal match starts at noon at the Q. The men's kickoff at the Q on Thursday.
President Trump's former campaign chairman Paul Manafort will be back in federal court tomorrow for sentencing after pleading guilty to 2 conspiracy charges. The maximum sentence for these crimes is 10 years. This comes a week after he was sentenced to almost 4 years on tax and fraud charges.
Michael, next couple days, a little bit of a warm-up.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. We only made it into the low 40s today. We are in the mid-50s tomorrow, and then mid to upper 60s, near 70 on Thursday.
Just can't wait.
Oh, we'll take it. All good news tonight, folks. Channel 3 News Today begins at 4 a.m.
Have a great night.
Thank you for watching Channel 3 News at 11 p.m., the most watched 11 p.m. newscast in Northeast Ohio.